When you're going through trials in your life, you gotta speak resilience in your life.
Hey, you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tassima J, also known as Speak Resilience in the building. Hey, I am so excited to have remarkable Rhonda Knight in the virtual building right now. Thank you so
I like
much.
this virtual building.
The virtual building. Hey,
Whoop, whoop.
we are here to talk about the 2022 Impact and Influence Authors Conference. You guys know I'm a
Yes.
huge fan. I'm not just the MC. I'm a huge fan of this woman right here. Thank you so much, Rhonda, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. And she is an intricate part of the Impact and Influence Authors Conference. We love her.
Absolutely. I'm excited. So talk to us about what's really going on. You are the creator of the Impact and Influence Authors Conference. What inspired you to create and launch this vision? Tell us about it.
Sure. So the Impact and Influence Authors Conference is something that's been presented since 2011, so going on 11 years on and off. And I was inspired by God. That's all. I mean, I have to give him the glory. I was really inspired by the Lord to do this conference. The name Impact and Influence comes from a prophetic word that was given to me that in my life, I am to impact and influence others. I am to impact and influence. And so that is where the name was birthed from. And I have been very humbly thankful that I can present this and people can be blessed that come out to this conference. When I tell you, Tosima, from day one, and as you know, because you've been a part of it last year, but every conference
ma'am.
from day one to the end of the conference, nothing but peace, joy, love, inspiration, motivation, people having things broken off of them, people leaving with, wonderful things imparted into their lives. And I love it because I get to meet wonderful authors like our featured authors who write books to impact and influence lives for positive change. So it's all about making a difference for our community, for people in general, to have a better lifestyle. We want to bring hope, and being able to attend a free conference with all this talent.
Did you say
free? Yes, ma'am.
Did you say
Yes,
free?
ma'am. Everybody should be getting close to that screen.
Exactly.
Free. And when
Come on, free.
Listen, let
that
me tell you
means
something.
every single person in the area
Yes.
should be present
Yes,
at this conference, because it's not just going to pour into your spirit, it's going to pour into your soul, and you get all of that experience that is definitely valued in hundreds of dollars, but you get it for free. Is that what I'm hearing?
For free, all this information. I want your viewers to listen to this. You pay hundreds of dollars, 500. I've seen workshops and conferences, 300, 500, 800 or more just to come out maybe for a day. This is a 3-day event, and each day it's free, and you are getting wisdom and amazing sessions with authors that's going to be talking to you about their books and why they wrote their books. That's going to happen throughout the conference. You're going to be able to be a part of a Q&A with our authors panel. And so you can come out and ask questions of the authors. And there's even a writing workshop for those of you who aspire to write, or those new authors, or even seasoned authors, to come in and see what you can do and how you can improve the very gift that you have. And it's just a all around conference that's great for families, friends, anyone to come out, anyone to be able to take in all this knowledge. Like you were saying, Tosima, they are going to get a wealth of knowledge and education, but it's free. Everything's free with the conference except for the Evening with the Literary Stars dinner. Now, if you want to be a part of that dinner, you can go ahead and register. I have to close registration for the dinner tomorrow, so you have to get that in today. That's the only cost. Everything else is free. The workshops, the authors panel, and as I like to call it, the cream of the crop. Well, there's two cream of the crops for me. Number one is there's ministry on Sunday, a prophetic ministry with Prophet Robert Shields. We're so blessed to have him this year. It's his first year with us, and he's an amazing, amazing minister and man of God. And then the evening, Sunday evening, there is a beautiful award ceremony, the 2022 Impact and Influence Author of the Year Award Ceremony. Tosima, this is the fun part. You know, too, audience, our guests, as you're a guest there, you get to vote on who you think should be that Author of the Year. This is red carpet, black tie, wonderful event that you can experience free.
Come on, free. Come on, free. So here's the thing that I realized about the conference. The conference is not just impacting the local community there for the 3 days. The Impact and Influence Authors Conference is designed to impact long-term. And can you share some of the collaborative fundraising initiatives that are there so our viewers can tap in and connect with getting involved?
Awesome. Great, great, great. Yes. And as you said, this is not just an authors conference. So every conference, we actually, part of the proceeds go to help what we're doing for a nonprofit called HUMS. And HUMS is Uplifting Hearts, Minds, and Souls. It's a nonprofit dedicated in the fight to stop violence towards people, especially women and children. We're also this year working with Voices of Black Mothers United, and that is a group of women who have lost their child to violence. So we are trying to bring those moms to an opportunity to be in the conference for every day and be a part of the dinner. And with HUMS, we're reaching out. Proceeds help us to reach out to the things that we do in the community. But one of our focuses this year is the HUMS House. And this is a home for teenage girls coming out of foster care into independent living. And we're rehabbing this big, beautiful home, Tosima, that can house 14 girls. And we are looking for sponsors that have a heart that want to help in the community just like we do. And they want to come on board and partner with us to sponsor the conference. You can sponsor the conference, you can sponsor the mothers coming to the conference, and you can sponsor the outreach and the HUMS House through HUMS as well. And if you're interested in being a part of that, and we hope you will, even at, those who just want to give, you may be an individual or a family or a ministry or a club or group or whatever. If you want to be involved and partner with us, we'd love to have you. Call me at 678-888-5599, 678-888-5599, and I can tell you where you can go to get involved. Of course, you know, if you're being one of our sponsors and you're donating, you definitely can use it as a tax write-off. But you're helping us to reach out and make a difference in the community. This is a very unselfish thing that we do. You know, I could be like everybody else and do events and not really care about anyone, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to really impact lives, and that's including the lives of those teenage girls that's going to be at the HUMS House. It's including the lives of those mothers who have lost their children or their child to violence. So help us with our outreach. We really appreciate it, and we want to partner with you, and we want to spread the word and let people know at the conference you were significant in helping us to present this conference, which is amazing. Again, the authors are coming from across the country to be a part of this and to share the wonderful wealth of knowledge they have in their books with you.
So I have to say, Rhonda, and you know, guys, I almost have to catch myself because I call her Remarkable. It's just the name. It's just the name that God gave me for her. But so for the public out there, because Remarkable, it's for me. It's not for you guys. Don't y'all be walking up calling her Remarkable. No, I guess I could share it. But Rhonda, I think something that's really important that you mentioned there's a 3-day weekend that is free to the public. Yeah. You mentioned HUMS, which is all about uplifting hearts, minds, and souls. And there's a Hums House that is designed to offer resources for free to members of the community who have experienced domestic violence and all sorts of challenges in the community, which are still being formed, I'm sure, right? You mentioned partnering with Voices of Black Mothers United, but not one time did I hear you mention all of the blood, sweat, and tears I know you have put into all of these initiatives. Not one time did I hear you mention the cost and the expense of all these things, which I'm just going to say, I know that the hotel is not free. I know that all these things are not free. That means that all of you out there, all of you viewers who are watching this program right now can take the initiative to make a contribution, because the lives that are going to be impacted can only happen when we all join together, when we see the value in amazing initiatives like this, amazing 501c3 organizations that are joining together and partnering up for the benefit of a healthier mind in our society, healthier people, healthier initiatives that continue to grow and focus on strengthening our community. Please prioritize your next contribution to the Hums organization and everything that's happening with the Impact and Influence Authors Conference. So I'm going to get off my soapbox right now, but I need you guys to make a contribution. Please sponsor this amazing organization, sponsor the IIAC conference, and just keep this initiative going. Something I did want to say, of course, this was not your focus, but I got to throw it out there. You are also the author of the book entitled Blessed Survivor. So now you guys may be thinking out there in TV land, well, this amazing person has been called by God to do these things. And yes, Miss Rhonda has been called by God to do these things. But Blessed Survivor gives you just a little drop of why. Can you share with our viewers a little bit about your book, Blessed Survivor, and how it has helped to connect you to these amazing, beautiful, purposeful initiatives that you have in the community?
Well, sure. I certainly can do that. And Tosima, thank you for those words too. Earlier, I don't ever talk about how much energy and time, but those who know me and those who work closely with me for the events that we do, especially this authors conference, they know exactly how many hours and time and energy and money that I put into this, because I am literally doing this pretty much through my own finances. Let me just put it that way. So as you said, sponsorship dollars does make a difference, and we appreciate you.
This is my second year, you guys. I'm intentionally cutting you off because this is my second year. And I have watched you, Rhonda, pour everything that you have into this conference and into these authors and into every person that you come in contact with. People need to know that there are good people out there and there are great organizations that they can invest their dollars and have it go far and have it impact in tangible ways that they can really see. So you're not just the creator of the Impact and Influence Authors Conference. You're not just the executive director of Hums, Uplifting Hearts, Minds, and Souls. You are also a survivor yourself. And that's what this book talks about. And I think people need to know a little bit about that. They need to know part of your story so they know part of the purpose. That's why I'm jumping on this book situation. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm telling you, I love me some Rhonda. Come on now.
And you know what? And Tosima is correct. Let me tell you, Blessed Survivor, the book Blessed Survivor is about my surviving attempted murder. That's right, attempted murder and rape in Michigan in 2007. And in the midst of that crime, and it was from a person I knew. It wasn't domestic violence, it wasn't dating violence, but I did know the person, the perpetrator that tried to take my life. And this person continued to try to cut my throat. He punched me nonstop in my face. He told me he was going to kill me, that the only way I was going to leave there was in a body bag. And but through the grace of God, I'm still here. And literally, he did all this because I was telling him what I felt that God was saying to me. So a lot of times when there's assignment on your life, the enemy will try to take you out, but God in his word says no one can pluck you
But
out of his
God.
hands unless he allows them. So I am still here. And so from being a survivor of a crime, and I, as Tosima knows, I had to overcome two major issues: attempted murder, and in that whole scenario of everything that was going on, I was stabbed in my eye. So literally the blade of the knife went directly in my eye and out. But through the grace of God, and we give him all the glory, my eye healed perfectly to the point that doctors couldn't even understand how that can happen. So my eyes are fine. No, well, I mean, I need glasses, but that's the regular stuff, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
A little while. But as far as the injury, no damage, no nerves damage, you know, wasn't blind and didn't lose my eye. So I thank God for that. But even in all of that I went through, dealing with two major subjects, I had to overcome those things. And it was not an easy thing, Tosima. I went through PTSD. I went through panic attacks, anxiety, you know, startle effect, insomnia, crying spells, the whole gamut of what happens when you survive a horrific crime. But in the midst of my healing, I still got up and went and spoke for police departments, spoke for universities, spoke at schools, at churches, wherever there was a platform. I went and I spoke to make a difference for others, not to become victims of crimes, and help those who have. And so I, from that, also was birthed Hums to make a difference for people. I knew that in my own situation, I needed to have my heart uplifted again, my mind uplifted, my soul uplifted again after going through that. And so from the book, Blessed Survivor, which, by the way, within the first 6 months of releasing Blessed Survivor, it had been sold and read in the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and Canada. And as a matter of fact, the Discovery Channel reached out to me from London, England, because they heard of my book and story. A person who was just a regular person in Michigan that went through a crime way in London, England. They contacted me because of they heard of my book and story. And then I'm going to say, because of the grace of God and the anointing on that book, and they asked me to do my story on surviving evil on the ID channel, an episode called Good Deeds Gone Bad. So my testimony is in my book. My testimony went worldwide with the book, and as well as being on surviving evil. And even though it's a book about my journey and my story, it really is a book to bring inspiration and help and hope to those who are dealing with any life issues. We all go through a struggle or something in life, but how do you get to a place of walking in peace? How do you get to a place of getting off that roller coaster where you're okay for a moment and then you're low again, then you're okay, then you're low? How do you get off the roller coaster of life? So it's a book that can inspire and encourage, and that's why I believe it's went so far and it's been very successful in helping others. And so from that as well was birthed the Impact and Influence Authors Conference, to bring other like-minded authors together who has a heart to make a difference for our world. We Absolutely. Come and we're unselfish. We want to really impact the world.
So I hate to cut our time short because we're running out of time. Sure. I could talk about the Impact and Influence Authors Conference all weekend. Oh, that's right. I will be talking about the Impact and Influence Authors Conference all weekend. You guys check out LadyKnightEnterprisesPublishing.com. Go ahead and register. You can also make contributions there. Or, of course, you can call 678-888-5599. Look at it. It's right there on the bottom of your screen. Make your contribution count. Get involved in your community. And if you're going to choose an organization to make a contribution anyway, it may as well be Hums. Thank you so much,
Yes.
remarkable Rhonda Knight, for being on the show today. And thank you for just sharing your vision, the vision God gave you, and sharing it with all of us. I'm so grateful to be a part of this amazing conference for my second year in a row. And anything that I could do to continue to pour in, I am so happy to do that. So I'm looking forward to all the great things that are in store for the Impact and Influence Authors Conference. Bye, you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. See you next time. 3 things. Firefly Poetry and Open Mic Night is every second Wednesday at Gillies Sports Bar in Dunwoody. Check out our IG profile at Speak Resilience for more info on how you can become a featured performer. Check out stacksb.com to hire your musical technician. Stacksb Entertainment provides DJ services for corporate events, birthday parties, and much more. Make your contribution count with a donation to HUMS, Uplifting Hearts, Minds, and Souls, a nonprofit with a mission to help domestic violence victims in a major way. Don't forget to like or tweet or subscribe and support us, sister. Leave a message. Check out speakresilience.com. As always, it's been real. Thank you in advance to Creative Arts International, ACX Marketing, Stacksb Entertainment, and all contributors who have helped to make this TV show possible. A special thanks to Jimbo for the beautiful intro and outro. Check him out on SoundCloud and all major social media platforms.
When you're going through trials in your life, you gotta speak resilience.